Hi, my name is Jamie with Cheema Freightlines. Let's talk about the ELD, Platform Science. Let's start by taking a look at the tablet. Here's the tablet. It's a Samsung tablet. If you have a Samsung phone, it's going to work very similar. It's got volume controls on the top edge for louder or quieter. It's got a display toggle on and off. It has a record button for video and camera. It also has 3 navigation buttons on the far right edge. This button right here will retreat to previous screen or collapse your keyboard. The middle button is the home key, and the lower button allows you to work with all open apps. All right, let's look at how to log in. To log in, locate the blue login button on the lower left corner of the screen. Tap that. To enter your username, tap the username field and enter your username using the virtual keyboard. Tap next or tap the password field to enter your password. You can collapse your keyboard using the upper right button and then tap Login. You'll be prompted to review any uncertified logs. Tap the Review and Certify button. It will navigate you to Log Review. Again, tap the Review and Certify button. For multiple off-duty logs, it will batch them together. To certify all, locate the blue Certify All button and tap that. I hereby certify that my data entries and my record of duty status from this date to that date are true and correct. Tap Agree to certify. Your uncertified logs will be caught up when it says No logs requiring review. Tap the Home button. This is the home screen. Notice the button at the top of the screen that says 30-minute DOT. It has an 8-hour countdown clock identifying when your next required break is. If you tap that button, it will navigate you to a screen with more countdown clocks. Let's take a look at those. Starting from left to right, the first field of information tells you your hours of service duty cycle, or your recap. This has 8 days of history, which is 7 previous days, including today. The next field to the right tells you the last 34-hour restart, including hours gained back at midnight tonight, that will be available for use tomorrow, and hours gained back at midnight tomorrow, which will be available the following day. To the right still of that, you have your 30-minute DOT countdown clock, your 11-hour DOT countdown clock, your 14-hour duty shift countdown clock, and your 70-hour DOT countdown clock. Now let me show you how to change your duty status. To change your duty status, locate the gray button that says Off Duty. Tap to change. Since we're off duty, let's go on duty. You have several options here to choose from off duty, sleeper, driving, and on duty. A couple secondary statuses are also available. Under off duty, you'll find personal conveyance. Under on duty, you'll find yard move. Let's go on duty. Select any duty activities that pertain to your current duty shift. You can select one or multiple. Let's select pre-trip and then locate the blue Next button in the upper right-hand corner. Do you want to start your shift? Tap the Start Shift button. If you want to add any remarks, tap the Remarks button. When you're ready to continue, tap the blue Confirm Changes button. From your Hours of Service tab, you have 4 sub-tabs. The first one is Overview. From the Overview view, you can look at all of your duty status changes starting from the most current to older duty status changes previous in the day and in the week. The next tab to the right is your Hours of Service tab. This is your virtual log graph and will show you all the activity for that day. You can navigate days using the calendar in the upper left to navigate back or forward one day at a time. The next tab to the right is the Load tab. This tab contains shipment and trailer information for your current dispatch. To add new information, tap the blue Add New Load you'll locate on the upper right corner. From here, you can add load ID, bill of lading, trailer number. If you want to set it for the current day or a day in the future, notice that you can tap your dates by entering the calendar at the top and selecting a day in the future. Once you've filled out your information, click Create and we'll add your load, trailer, and bill of lading information to your Load tab. The tab to the right of that is Review. Here's where you will review any uncertified logs. Currently, we have no logs requiring a review. Let's tap the Home button to return to the home screen. Let's send in a D.V.I.R. Locate the D.V.I.R app on the lower right-hand portion of the screen. If you notice, the three tabs at the top of the screen allow you to send in information relative to the tractor, the trailer, or look at D.V.I.R history. Let's start by looking at tractor information. Fill in the fields to fill out your D.V.I.R, starting with driver, tractor ID, inspection date and time should auto-populate to the current date and time, and known information will auto-populate, like your name and the current odometer of the truck, as well as the license plate and jurisdiction. If there are no defects, check the No Defects bubble. It will gray out all the other options. You can scroll down and then check the I hereby certify that my data entries for this driver vehicle inspection report are true and correct. Check that box and then tap Submit. Let's navigate now to the Trailer tab. It is filled out much the same way. Filling out the known fields, starting with your driver ID, the equipment type, a trailer or a chassis. Most of our examples will be a trailer. Select the owner of the equipment. Most of them will be fleet owned, but some of them might be leased, depending on the trailer you're hauling. What is the trailer number? It will default the date and time. It will also default with your assigned name, the plate, and jurisdiction of the equipment. Again, if there are no defects found on the trailer, tap the No Defects button, scroll to the bottom, check the box that says I hereby certify that my data entries for this driver vehicle inspection report are true and correct, then tap Submit. Let's say you do find a defect on your trailer inspection. From the Trailer tab, enter all the known information, and then instead of selecting No Defects, locate the category of the defect. Let's say, for example, we found a bad tire. Tap the Tire button. It will take you there to identify which tire on the trailer is problematic. Roadside front, roadside rear, curbside front, or curbside rear. Roadside refers to the driver's side. Curbside refers to the passenger side. Let's say our tire problem is on the driver's side or the roadside front. Let's say we had, for example, exposed cords. It will allow you to take pictures by tapping the Add Photo button. Take a picture of your defect. Tap Add. Scroll down and tap to enter any remarks. Then tap Submit. Once that's been added to your D.V.I.R, it will ask you the following question. Do any of the above reported defects impact safe operation of this vehicle? If the answer is no, tap No, check the I hereby certify button, then tap Submit. If it does affect the safe operation of the vehicle, tap instead Yes. You can still hereby certify, check that box, and then hit Submit. If the defect found prevents safe operation of the vehicle, please call our maintenance and shop line at 253-733-5718. Option 8. The third tab to the right is the History tab. From here, you have several search options to choose, searching D.V.I.Rs by tractor, trailer, or both. You can enter an ID and a date range and then search. From here, you can see all the search results based on your filter criteria. Let's talk log edits. You can make a log edit if you discover a mistake that needs to be fixed. What you cannot do is edit automated drive time. What's automated drive time? That's drive time indicated by the throttle of the truck. Say I've identified a logging error that needs to be corrected. I can see right here at 1300 on November 28th that I left myself on duty all afternoon and evening. So we need to go from the Hours of Service tab to the Overview tab. From there, locate November 28th by scrolling down and the event that began at 1300, on duty. Tap to select the details of that duty status. On the right, you have an independent scrolling field where you can change from on duty to any other duty status. We want to select off duty. Scroll down to look at all the other details. When you're ready to save your status, tap the blue Save Status button. It will ask for a reason for the log edit. Collapse your keyboard and tap the Complete button. Since you've changed your log, it will invite you to recertify your log. Tap Continue. To certify your log, scroll down to the bottom and locate the Agree button. Here's another example. Say we need to split a duty status. Using the example we have on the screen, instead of starting at 1530, let's say we actually started today at 1300. We need to split the off-duty log leading up to that time. Navigate again to the Overview tab. Select the prior duty status that needs to be split, the off-duty duty status. When you select the tab, it will give you the details. Scroll down a little bit so that you can see the start and stop times for the current duty status as it exists in your ELD. To change the end time, tap the Ended At clock and adjust the date and time accordingly. Again, let's say that our off-duty ended at 1300. Set it accordingly, then tap Set Time. When you're done, tap the Save Status button. You'll notice in your log a new record has been created. Tap that record to solve for the rest of the time. If at 1 o'clock you change from off-duty to on-duty, select the on-duty status, then tap Save. Again, it will ask for a reason for the log edit. Then tap Complete. Again, because of the log edit, it will require you to recertify your log. Tap Continue, scroll down, and tap Agree. Congratulations, you've just edited your log. Let's talk messaging. This is where you go to communicate with dispatch. From the home screen, locate the application called Messaging. From the bottom right, you may have to slide to the right to find the messaging app. From the messaging screen, you can either tap an existing conversation to respond to that, or locate the plus button in the upper corner to create a new message. All messages will flow into your covering driver manager. Type the body of your message, collapse your keyboard, then tap Send. When your vehicle is in motion, your tablet will enter Safe Mode. From Safe Mode, you'll be able to view all of your countdown clocks, but you will not be able to send or receive messages or work with any applications. Once your vehicle comes to a stop, you'll begin to access the rest of the features of the tablet. Let's look at workflow. The arrival calls, loaded calls, and empty calls are all a part of workflow. From the home screen, tap the Workflow app. Within the workflow, you'll notice there are 3 tabs. From left to right, they are Available, Active, and Completed. Let's look at them in order. The Available tab shows loads that have been assigned to you by your driver manager. We call those pre-plans. While you're in the Available tab, identify the drop-down caret to expand more details of the load you have been assigned. Review it carefully to make sure that you can cover the load on time as scheduled. Review the load type, the load pickup date and time, the load address, where does the load go to, the delivery date and time, and delivery type. After you've had a chance to review the pre-plan, you'll have an option to respond. Locate the 2 buttons at the top of the pre-plan screen. There's an option to decline or to confirm the pre-plan. If you tap Decline, you will reject the pre-plan and will be removed from your Available tab. If you tap Confirm, you'll notice the buttons go away and they will be replaced with a phrase saying, Awaiting dispatch. This load will be on standby until it's time for you to be dispatched on this load, where it will be moved from the Available tab into the Active tab. The Active tab shows your current dispatch load. From this screen, you can see several pieces of information: the shipper information, delivery information, total distance, and there are 3 sub-tabs for stops, shipment details, and updates. At a quick glance, you can see the appointment time for your shipper and for your destination. Locate the View button toward the upper right. Tap that. From this view, you can see your stop-off information on the left, and independent of that, you have tasks assigned for each stop on the right. Once you enter a geofence for either customer, whether it be a shipper or consignee, your arrival call will transmit automatically. If for any reason it fails to send, you can come to this screen and tap Submit, and it will transmit your arrival call. The next task to complete is your loaded call. Once you are loaded, you have your paperwork and are about ready to leave the shipper, you'll want to send in your loaded call. You'll need to fill in some key pieces of information, including the inbound empty trailer you brought to the shipper. Did you drop that trailer, yes or no? What was the outbound loaded trailer you took? It will ask you to send a D.V.I.R for both the drop trailer and the outbound loaded trailer. Tap to enter the bill of lading. Tap to enter the weight, pieces, seal number. You'll also be presented with an option to add photos of the unbroken seal. Again, you'll use your tablet's camera to take a photo of the unbroken seal on the back of your trailer. Tap Add Photo and take your picture. Tap the calendar and clock to enter your estimated time of arrival to your target destination. We'll be getting there at 1 o'clock tomorrow, November 30th. PTA stands for Projected Time of Availability. This informs dispatch when you'll be available after you arrive to your destination for your next pre-plan. If we're arriving to our target destination tomorrow at 1 p.m., then our PTA could be sometime shortly after that. Let's say we'll be ready for our next pre-plan tomorrow at 2 in the afternoon. Once you've filled out all the required fields, tap the Submit button. It will ask you if you want to add your shipment information to your ELD hours of service logs. It will grab your load information, bill of lading number, and trailer number for the target date specified above. In this example, it will only put it for November 29th. If I know I'm going to be dispatched on this load for multiple days, today and tomorrow, I'll want to change the end time to November 30th. Then I'll scroll down and tap Save Load. The depart call should transmit automatically once you vacate proximity to the shipper. If for any reason it is not sent automatically, just tap the Submit button. Take a look at all the completed tasks for the shipper. Looking at the column on the left, we have completed all the assigned tasks for the shipper. Scroll down to locate the consignee, in this case Target. Tap that to select it, and you'll have new tasks assigned for that stop. If you want to navigate to the new destination, tap the Navigate button. It will open your navigation software. It will automatically identify where you're currently located. It will also automatically import the destination for your dispatch load. Locate the blue Next button and tap that. There are several configurations for truck and trailer type, including personal vehicle. Make sure you're always set for 14 foot and 40 tons. Then tap Next. The navigation will present you with some options on routing. Select the most favorable option, then tap Navigate. Now you have turn-by-turn directions to get you from where you currently are parked to your target destination. To navigate out of this screen, tap the Home button. Back to the workflow. Once we've arrived at our consignee and break the geofence, your arrival call should automatically be transmitted. If for any reason it doesn't happen automatically, come here and tap the Submit button. Next, you'll need to fill out your empty call. Type in the inbound loaded trailer number. Did you drop that trailer? No or yes? If you dropped it, tell us the outbound trailer number. Make sure to send a D.V.I.R. in for the drop trailer and the pickup trailer. Was there detention at your delivery? Yes or no? Detention would be anything that took longer than 1 hour from your appointment. Was there any OS&D, overage, shortage, and/or damaged product from your delivery? If yes, you'll be prompted to fill out the form for OS&D. If no, continue with your empty call. Tap Add Photos to take a picture of your trailer seal before it is broken. Use the tablet's camera to take a picture of your trailer's unbroken trailer seal. Then tap Submit. Once you've completed your empty call and your depart call, you'll notice that your active dispatch has moved out of the active tab and over to the completed tab. All completed loads can be found in your completed tab. You can tap to look at more information about any previous loads you've hauled. Form messages are fill-in-the-blank style messages. We have a directory of form messages for you to choose from for specific work-related tasks. To locate your form messages, find the app in the lower right that says Form Messages. Here is a directory of all the form messages available for you to send. Customer Directions Update allows you to tell us if customer directions have become outdated and need to be updated. Accident Form allows you to give us critical information about an accident you may have been involved in. The Vacation Balance Inquiry is a form you can send in to find out how much vacation balance you still have. The OS&D form allows you to report any overage, shortage, and/or damaged product from a delivery. Empty Trailer Move tells us if you've picked up a trailer and taken it from one location to another. Schedule Maintenance. You'll want to send this form into your driver manager to let them know when you'll be by a company shop to get your next scheduled service. Vacation Cash Out Request. You can use this form to cash out any vacation from your vacation balance. Lumper EFS Check Request. Use this form to get an EFS check from dispatch. Breakdown Report. Use this form to let us know if you need maintenance on the side of the road. Driver Referral. This form goes to driver recruiting to let them know if you've got an interested driver that wants to come to work for Cheema Freightlines. ETA PTA Update. You told us your ETA and your PTA when you sent us your loaded call, but things can change. This form allows you to update dispatch of your new ETA and PTA. Time Off and Home Time Request. Use this form to let driver managers know when you need scheduled time off. Now let's look at applications, or sometimes called apps. Applications, or apps, are housed in the upper left menu. Tap to view all the apps available. You can scroll left and right to find any app you're looking for. You'll also notice some of those same apps are located to the bottom right of the home screen. These apps are considered Cheema favorites. Now let's take a look at navigation. Locate the navigation app by sliding the lower favorites to the right. Tap Navigation. You may still have navigation from your last selected nav. To change that, on the bottom left, tap the up arrow. Tap End Route. Confirm. Now use the upper left Search Here field to enter a new address. Tap the arrow. Now that you've identified your destination, it will pair it with your current known location. Tap Next. Make sure to set the proper configuration profile, 14 feet and 40 tons, then tap Next. The nav will calculate some proposed route options. Select the option that makes the most sense, then tap Navigate. Now you have turn-by-turn directions to get from your current location to your new destination. Let's navigate to Roadside Inspection so you understand how to transfer your logs to law enforcement. From the home screen, locate your Hours of Service application. Navigate to the HOS tab. Find the blue button that says Log Transfer and tap. From here, you can select to send your logs either via web service or email. Add any annotation, then tap Send Logs. Make sure that you have a new ELD Platform Science cab card for your permit book. Locate your permit book. You want to make sure that the cab card is located inside. You may use the duty status off personal conveyance to use the vehicle to move to run personal errands. The two caveats for Cheema Freightlines personal conveyance policy are number one, that you do not exceed 50 miles of off-duty personal conveyance in a given day, and two, that it's used for personal reasons only, not to intentionally advance a load. To change your duty status to off PC, tap the duty status button. Locate the duty status under off duty titled personal conveyance. Enter the annotation, then tap complete. Add any annotations, then tap next. If you want to add a remark, you can do so here, then tap confirm changes. Having issues with a device? Let's talk about troubleshooting. Here's how you restart the tablet. If it's time to restart the device, press and hold the top center button. After a few moments, you'll be presented with an option to either power off the tablet or restart. Tap the green restart button. Tap the restart button again. You'll wait 1 to 2 minutes, and once the device is done reloading, it will deliver you back to the home screen. For support, it depends on what you're looking for. For questions about hours of service and help with log edits, contact our safety department. They can be reached at 253-733-5718, option 3. For additional training, call us at Driver Services, 253-733-5718, option 4. Platform Science has support available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They can be reached at 888-253-0999. They can also be reached via email at support@platformscience.com. Platform Science contact information is also available on your cap card. It's time to log out. Let's locate the logout button in the lower left corner of the screen. Since we're currently on duty, it's asking to confirm if we want to change. If you want to continue, tap Change. Tap the duty status you wish to change to. In this example, either off-duty or sleeper would be appropriate. Tap any off-duty activities that apply, then tap Next. To confirm you want to end your shift, tap End Shift. If you care to enter any remarks, you can do so here, then tap Confirm Changes. If you have any logs to review, you can tap the Review button. Scroll down to locate the Agree button to certify your log. Congratulations! You have no more logs requiring review. Once you've reviewed your logs, you can continue with tapping the Logout button again, and you'll be logged out. You know you've successfully completed logout when all the other personal detail is gone and all that remains is the blue Login button in the lower left corner. We appreciate you taking time to go through this ELD training with us. Give us a call if you have any questions at Driver Services or Safety.